Key macroeconomic events and crypto news are on the horizon this week.
The United States Personal Consumption Expenditures Price Index data will be released.
Keep an eye on Hedera as they have a network upgrade planned.
Stay informed about these and other developments to navigate the crypto market effectively.
Metaplanet has become the fifth largest corporate Bitcoin holder.
They acquired 5,419 Bitcoin for $632 million.
This brings their total Bitcoin holdings to 25,555 Bitcoin.
Their Bitcoin is valued at approximately $2.71 billion.
Metaplanet has raised $1.4 billion to expand its holdings.
Capital B also acquired 551 Bitcoin for $64 million.
Capital B now holds a total of 2,800 Bitcoin.
Both companies are currently at a loss on their recent Bitcoin purchase.
Dogecoin fell from $0.27 to $0.25 between September 21st and 22nd.
Institutional traders sold Dogecoin on record volumes exceeding 2.15 billion tokens.
This sell-off created new resistance zones.
Dogecoin is now consolidating around $0.25.
The 24-hour trading volume dwarfed the average, reaching 2.15 billion compared to the average of 344.8 million.
Analysts noted a 1-2 pattern, which has historically preceded breakouts above $0.28 to $0.30.
Key resistance is at $0.27, with the next test at $0.28 to $0.30 if buying resumes.
Traders are watching to see if $0.25 will hold as support.
XRP experienced a 3.46% swing between $2.91 and $3.01.
This volatility coincided with the debut of the first United States-listed XRP exchange-traded fund.
The exchange-traded fund saw $37.7 million in opening day volume.
However, institutional profit-taking seemingly overwhelmed this bullish catalyst.
The exchange-traded fund launch generated the largest exchange-traded fund debut volume of 2025.
The Federal Reserve is expected to cut rates in September, which typically supports digital assets.
Analysts warn of potential consolidation despite the exchange-traded fund momentum, with resistance near $3.
XRP fell to $2.92 after a midnight crash from $2.97 to $2.91.
The dollar index, or DXY, showed a bullish reversal signal last week, despite the Federal Reserve interest rate cut.
This suggests a potential United States dollar rally.
Bitcoin mirrored this, showing indecision at a key resistance level.
This bearish signal suggests potential selling pressure.
Bitcoin could fall to the 50-day simple moving average at $114,473.
Further declines could see it reach September 1st lows near $107,300.
Ether is showing potential for deeper losses, with focus on the August 20th low of $4,062.
XRP, despite a recent exchange-traded fund debut, has a bearish moving average convergence-divergence indicator.
In Bolivia, Chinese electric vehicles are being purchased with Tether, a dollar-backed stablecoin.
This highlights the irony of China pushing de-dollarization while its exports fuel demand for a digital dollar.
Bolivia settles some trade in yuan, but Tether offers stability and liquidity that the yuan cannot match.
This benefits consumers in economies facing inflation or capital controls.
Chinese exports dominate Latin American markets, but they drive demand for Tether, not the Chinese yuan.
Tether is conquering emerging markets while China's central bank digital currency remains domestic.
Stablecoins offer speed, liquidity, and global trust that CBDCs and yuan swap lines lack.
This strengthens the dollar's dominance in a new digital form.
Coinbase Chief Executive Officer Brian Armstrong stated Coinbase has a long-term goal of becoming a financial super app.
This super app would offer cryptocurrency alongside a wide range of financial services.
Armstrong noted increasing momentum in United States Congress for cryptocurrency regulation.
He believes this boosts Coinbase momentum toward building this super app.
Coinbase wants to integrate services typically offered by banks and fintech companies.
They intend to deliver these services on crypto rails.
A recent example is the Coinbase credit card that offers 4% back in Bitcoin.
The long-term target is a comprehensive application handling spending, savings, payments, and investing.
Former President Donald Trump has consistently criticized Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell for maintaining high interest rates.
Trump argues this stance harms the American economy.
He is actively trying to influence the Federal Reserve, an institution known for its political independence.
This could backfire and lead to a weaker United States dollar.
Lloyd's Bank Market Insights team noted that political pressures make it difficult for the Federal Reserve to shift to a more dovish stance.
This data-driven approach can be late rather than preemptive, negatively impacting the United States dollar.
Trump recently petitioned the United States Supreme Court to allow the firing of Federal Reserve Governor Lisa Cook.
This would be the first forced removal of a sitting governor since the Federal Reserve was founded.
Changpeng Zhao and Yi He's family office, YZI Labs, has increased its investment in Athena Labs.
Athena Labs is the protocol behind USDE, the third largest United States dollar-denominated crypto asset.
USDE has over $13 billion in circulation.
Athena is expanding its presence on BNB chain.
They are developing products like USDTB, a fiat-backed stablecoin.
They are also working on Converge, an institutional settlement layer with Securitize and partners connected to BlackRock.
USDE uses Bitcoin, Ether, and Solana as backing assets.
Jefferies analysts compared the current crypto market to the internet in 1996.
They believe it has significant room for growth, similar to the early internet boom.
One of the most frequent questions they receive from clients is if it is too late to invest.
Their response is that the next leg of growth has just begun.
Jefferies highlights that only a few traditional funds currently have crypto exposure.
However, this is changing, which they see as a positive sign.
Many funds are developing investment strategies and allocating funds across different crypto assets.
Jefferies analysts suggest looking beyond Bitcoin and its payment use case. The Internet Computer Project is focusing on its potential as a network for on-chain artificial intelligence.
This could lead to artificial intelligence, not humans, becoming the primary developer of applications.
While cryptocurrency prices are currently driven by market mechanics, the underlying technology will eventually cause a shift.
The Internet Computer first demonstrated neural networks running as smart contracts last year.
These demonstrations, including image classification and facial recognition, proved that artificial intelligence can run on a blockchain.
Unlike other networks, the Internet Computer seeks to integrate the full artificial intelligence development and execution process on-chain.
This is described as a self-writing internet where artificial intelligence creates applications based on user descriptions.
The idea is that artificial intelligence will replace much of the current developer workflow.
Kevin Durant regained access to his Bitcoin holdings after being locked out of his Coinbase account for nearly a decade.
During this period, the price of Bitcoin increased by over 17,700%.
Coinbase Chief Executive Officer Brian Armstrong confirmed the account recovery on social media.
Durant and his business partner Rich Kleiman had recently discussed the lockout at a conference.
Durant purchased Bitcoin in 2016 after learning about it from his Golden State Warriors teammates.
He is estimated to have bought Bitcoin at approximately $650 per coin.
Bitcoin is currently trading near $116,000 according to CoinMarketCap data.
Neither Durant nor Kleiman revealed the amount of Bitcoin they hold. BitGo has filed for an initial public offering with the Securities and Exchange Commission.
They plan to list Class A common stock on the New York Stock Exchange under the ticker BTGO.
The company generated $4.19 billion in revenue in the first half of 2025.
This is nearly 4 times the $1.12 billion recorded during the same period a year earlier.
However, net income for the first half of 2025 fell to $12.6 million.
This is down from $30.9 million in the first half of 2024 due to rising operating costs.
BitGo manages over $90 billion in cryptocurrency on its platform from 1.14 million users.
A majority of these assets are concentrated in Bitcoin, Sway, Solana, XRP, and Ethereum. Michael Saylor believes Bitcoin is showing strength during its recent period of low price movement.
He stated on the Coin Stories podcast that the market is consolidating.
Longtime holders are selling some of their Bitcoin.
Institutions are also getting ready for larger investments.
Saylor noted Bitcoin is up 99% over the past year.
He views decreasing volatility as a positive sign.
Early Bitcoin adopters are selling small amounts to cover expenses like housing and education.
Saylor compared this to employees selling stock options.
The United States Securities and Exchange Commission approved a change to how companies list and trade shares of exchange-traded funds.
This should streamline the process for new products.
A majority of commissioners voted to streamline the process for spot crypto exchange-traded funds.
Other types of exchange-traded funds are also included.
For over a decade, the process to list a spot crypto exchange-traded fund was a 270-day process.
It usually ended in the exchange-traded fund application being rejected.
Last year, the regulator approved the first spot crypto exchange-traded funds for Bitcoin and Ether.
Over the past year, we have seen applications for a number of other assets.
That's a wrap on this episode of CryptoCast Daily. Thanks for tuning in. We'll catch you next time with more market updates, bold predictions, and fearless crypto insights.